And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Carlos Henderson is deep for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Over. There we go, D.
They go play action here on first down. Able to shake him off. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch him now, Barney. Go. Check. Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom! Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on the ground they go, the running back. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Leopard!
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Patriot! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch him now, Barney!
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fancy footwork in midfield. It's a foot race past the 20 and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Returnable here for Davis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Run! Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight left, tight ends left. Watch you now, Barney.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Tight end right. 3 down.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Two tights. Odd.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So we come upon halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos add on. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Returnable here for Davis. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
319! 319! Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go, go, go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to right. How about another? And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4 down.
Here's Gallman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down. Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's a give to Barkley. He's got daylight. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with the second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think that.
I
just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. So the Broncos coming out now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Weren't out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. New York set to take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, when you've got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle all game long, and he converts here to keep the drive moving.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All day. Woo! Let's get it. Double tight. Hey, guys, check.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Detroit! Detroit! We got four.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. I got you, son. I got you, son.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Broncos, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next.